Hello, everyone. Author DL Tillery here, the Mission of Horror, and welcome back to my live streams. I'm a couple minutes behind today, it seems. Busy, busy day, so it caught me a little bit. Although I was ready to go, but then not fully ready to go. Anyway, I'm here. I made it, and I am going to be editing, editing, editing today. Just that short horror that I was working on. I like to do some edits, run throughs of that. So I'll be doing that to start. I don't think the self edits will take too much. Well, not the whole stream. I usually have 3 sprints that I do, 30-minute sprints. So I think I will probably be able to start back to editing or writing Caliostro book 2. So that's my 2 things tonight that I'll be working with. So if you do pop into the chat, say hello. Hello, Mommy Maga. Nice to see you. So just say hello, like just Mommy Maga did. Let me know what you're working on. And or if you're gonna be hanging. If not, then make sure you do press the like button while you're here. And if you catch this on the replay, then you can let me know what you worked on in the comment section. So I'm going to go ahead and get the first sprint screen up here. If my computer doesn't try to load slow today. How was everyone's weekend? We are now on Tuesday so quickly. Monday just was just gone so fast. Crazy as that is, but it's gone already. Like, what is even happening? But I'm ready. I'm already ready for the weekend. I'm already ready for the weekend. I am not gonna lie. So ready for the weekend already. But it is what it is. Let me get this screen share up here for the 30-minute timer. I'm on computer. Computer's like stuttering big time tonight. Anyway, this seems to be one of my more popular ones at the moment, the latest ones, because usually the reviews, I don't even get this little bit right here. So it's like 162. What? Anyway, people are liking this one for some reason. So we're gonna start with this one tonight. For 30 minutes. And since we don't have that many people to start, I'm going to just go ahead and jump right in so I can get right to work. It's been a long day, so I need some writing time in. All right, I will see you in 30 minutes. Happy writing. And that's time. La la la. Alrighty. I actually got distracted by email. I'm doing some emails I need to catch up on. I need to. AWC is coming up soon, and I need to finish filling out the emails for that, like the giveaway stuff. And I need to also check on volunteer for moderator. And I need to finish editing, and well, I need to schedule the stream for AWC, which I could do at any time. I don't know why I'm just waiting to do the thing. Hello. Hey Al. We've been talking for a minute about the editors. Let's go back and say hi to everybody. I did say hi in the chat, but Sarah dropped by. Hi, Sarah. Tamara dropped by. Tamara. Jocelyn. Hello, and Al. We were talking about editors. I shared my two editors in the chat. Don't know where, because I think it doesn't show up on StreamYard. Oh, it does. The first one I share is Aaron Bear. He is my editor I used to go to for my short story edits. He could do full book novels too, of course, but that's who I have been doing my short stories for a minute now. And my second editor is Brian Pion. He is also an author. He is very good. He edited Caliostro, my dark fantasy novel, and one of my shorts, I believe. So they are both really good. I love working with both of them. Both very recommended. So if anyone wants their information, they're always in my description because I always want to share good people who do good work and can be trusted. So I do recommend both of them. And anytime you're looking for their links, even if you're not on this live, you can check the description box, and that's usually what they are. I usually don't have them on my live description because I don't put much info in my live description boxes. But any of my videos that are ever uploaded to my channel always have their links at the bottom of my description box. So definitely check there if you want their info. Oh yeah, of course, no problem, Al. But yeah, definitely with editors, and it's cool to hear that you're going to go self-pub, Al. It's definitely not something for the weak weak-minded. It's a lot of work. It is, but you are in control of that. You can publish what you want. You can your stories are your stories to tell. No one's controlling anything you do on that front. Of course, you do have to take the responsibilities of all the things, financially and otherwise. But you still have some responsibilities for marketing, even if you were traditionally published. But it's 100 on you when you self-publish. But that is to be expected. Um, every choice has I wouldn't say a consequence, but it does. So that's just the outcome of that. If you become a self-published indie author, and then you do have to be aware it is a business. So yeah, cool. Novellas are good. They are good. Actually, at the AWC, I'm going to be offering a limited edition paperback copy of Caliostro for one lucky winner because I have to ship that one. And then I will also have, I'm going to offer a World of Caliostro bundle, which will be the ebook of Caliostro. That ebook comes with a bonus tale, La Draga, anyway, in it. Then with that, you will get The Room Within, Fractals, and Winterwolf, which is the Narvella companion to Caliostro. So you'll get 4 stories to read. Well, 5 really, if you count La Draga as well as in the back of the ebook, end of the ebook for Caliostro. So yeah, if you get the paperback comes with the Narvella printed in the back, the Winterwolf and the La Draga and Obsessed. So you do get 3 tales there. I don't have Obsessed separate yet, so I'm not sure I wouldn't be including that one. I'll have to double check. I don't think I have Obsessed uploaded to my book funnel yet. Not yet, anyways. But I definitely will be giving away some stuff. I like to do that for AWC. So I'm trying to deal with some of my back end paperwork stuff that I need to do today before I jump in on editing. 'Cause the short horror tale that I have, I don't. It won't take me much to self edit that, and then I have to get with Aaron to do a quick edit of that because it's quick for him because it's not much. He's a professor, so he quite busy right now, possibly. So I'll have to see. That's why I have two editors too. Another reason is because I know sometimes Aaron is busy because he is a professor, and um, so I like to have two, just in case he's super busy, and I have another editor that I could work with as well. Which Brian is really good. Where's that? But I'm keeping this open and cute. Oh yeah, you're good. No worries. Relax, relax. I was like, yeah, laugh out loud. But after researching both side pros and cons, but I want creative control and also traditional may tell you they may delay the process or it may not pick it up. But yeah, that's always a possibility, and that's anything that anyone publishes for you. Uh, and I've heard the stories from other people who I know, authors who went traditional and got a deal, book deal and stuff. And the companies, like, they had something already lined up that was similar to their book, or a few things lined up that was similar to their genre and stuff. And since they don't want to distract from the one that they're expecting to do very well, they may put your book on hold for like a year, two, three, you don't know really. Maybe not that long, but sometimes it could be that long. I know one author who, like, their book got held for a year before they would publish it because they had something that was similar. So they wanted to wait. So you may get on the back burner type of situation that could happen. So, but self publishing, of course, when your stuff is ready, put it out. It can happen. And Matt said I went traditional for one series, but to be honest, after 3 years, I made more money when I got my trilogy back. Yeah, I mean, because if done right as a self published indie author, you can make good money. I mean, there are authors out here making six figures as a self published, and yes, that's not everybody, and it's not that easy to get to that. But I hear that the more books you have, that's a thing. They have that group that was what uh 20 books to 50K or something like that. So of course 50K a year is not like crazy. You're not to six figures at that point, but on your way. You know what I mean? So heck, if I could make 50,000 a year on my writing, shit, I would be happy with that. I mean, it's not my bread and butter, so if I could make an extra 50K a year, shoot, I ain't complaining. Right? I feel that. That's indie authors. You know what I mean? So like, I forget what I even made last year with my books. I think I made a decent amount technically because I had a Kickstarter or whatever. But yeah, I all that went back in because even though I like my Kickstarter was like a $1,200 Kickstarter, is like what I raised, and then I had book sales. All that went back into it, so I didn't technically make any of it. So I guess if you count that I made it and then it all went back in, it all went back into my printing the books for the people who did the Kickstarter. I didn't see a dollar of that. All of it went back into the business or into printing the books. So I don't really count it if I break even. That's fine. At least I didn't go in the red on that. But I mean, technically, I did because I already had spent so much money to get the book like together to to even get to the stage that it got to. So yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. The 20 books to 50K is about them selling seminars, not teaching offices. So I know because they had a what is it, an event, and then I think it changed the name. I think it's the Author Nation now or something. I got bought or whatever. So yeah, but like the theory of the group, like not that it's like 100 facts, but the theory of the group is like that the more books you have, that you could have an income of blah blah blah. But like, it's not that simple. Clearly, you still have to be able to market your books. You have to be able to sell the books to even make the fun. And I mean, I see some authors doing crazy things. A lot of the authors who are doing Kickstarters are doing wild incomes. Like I do know one author who was an indie author who's killing it. Like she's killing it, no joke. Like she's a romance author, and she like does TikTok and stuff. She has TikTok shop. Like she was clearing like 3,000 in a day, like for her book sales and some of her stuff. And she do Kickstarter. Like she has some really nice, pretty books, of course. But some authors are out here killing it like that. But that's like the exception. That's not the rule. Let's be honest, right? And Rachel said, "That's the problem. I want to write books and give away advice that I find through my experience. I don't want to sell teachables." Yeah, I mean, hence YouTube. You know what I mean? You can still make money eventually through social media, YouTube, for instance. If you don't really want to try, be like, "Oh, I'm learning things, but I don't necessarily want to try directly sell people seminars." YouTube is a way because then you can, make videos and lives and stuff like that, and teach people what you've learned through your experiences, and then maybe one day you could make money that way as well because of just them watching your videos, which I think is an honest way. And CV Iron is damn good with TikTok. Right. Crazy work, right? But she had a nice investment up front from what she said. Yeah. But I mean, it's like it's all about like sometimes timing, catching a wave, you know what I mean? It's not always some peaches and cream, you know what I mean? It's the exceptions out here. You got people who are exceptions. And sometimes you just, or you've been at it for a long time and now finally things are starting to pick up for you. That happens too. But I would say never give up, keep the dream alive, keep fighting the good fight and all that, you know. So one day we get where we want to be, Rachel, but I've been following her for advice, gorgeous special editions, lots of swag, promoting other authors. Yeah, it is a long road, no lie, Gotta be dedicated, And I don't do this full time. I really cannot. Like I have to do it part time because I know I have responsibilities and things like that that I have to take care of. So I have to have, an income that's more stable. Clearly, at least until I become like, get a bigger audience of readers and such, which hopefully in the future I will, because I'm never going to stop writing until I'm no longer on this earth. But even if I never become a big name writer, that's fine. I'm still going to tell the stories that I want to tell and how I want to tell them. But I think maybe when I get into my romance era, like direct romance, because I have a lot of those, that's probably where I'll make some more book sales that way. Because romance people will buy books. They are dedicated 100. They will for real. Anyway, let me get the next stream going. Next sprint, I should say. Let me see here. I'm gonna go with the Blood Red Lake Moon. That's always a favorite. Let me see. And my magazine. I write to distract myself from my stroke symptoms. Then I just fling them out into the universe. Fling them. Fly, pretty fly. That's fun. That's funny. Also, but at the same time, like you said, would tell you that we have something similar, so we're going to wait to publish yours. But if you're writing a series or writing more books in general, you have to be delayed because of it's a trade. Yeah, it's very true. It is right. She's just fling them out there, my man. That's funny. I love that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do our next 30-minute sprint, and I will see you in 30 minutes. Happy writing. And that's time. How did everyone do? If you're working on anything, let me know in the chat. Oh, I'm still working on these emails. Yeah, because I have to. It's a lot for this particular email. I have to. I didn't have graphics made for um the giveaways for this particular bundle. The one I did, but the other I did not. So I'm making that graphic now. I make all my own graphics and stuff. So that's what I was doing. Had to do on Canva. So I should finish it up. Do the next sprint. Um, but yeah. Not really worried about. I just want to get that done because I don't want to wait too long to get the AWC stuff completed. Plus, I need to upload make sure I get the live scheduled. Oh my man, I was hoping to start watering my garden, but it's still too warm. 85. Woo! That is warm. It is. Still getting rain this way, so it's been decent, but it's yeah. The rain, you don't have to water too much, right? When you got rain. But yeah, I guess you'll have to wait a little bit before you can do that. Still a little too warm. Oh my goodness. So I'm like making these graphics. I have to like upload some stuff and then make sure I get the file prepared for that, and then I'll get that email sent off tonight. Well, I might wait till tomorrow since I really hate sending people emails at night because it usually gets buried by like the morning emails that come in. So I'll probably just get everything together and then leave it in a draft and then send it tomorrow morning. And then I need to um, schedule the live stream for that. I just have to go back and check on some information before I put all that up and out. And then I have to send that link in as well to AWC, get that going. I hope everyone enjoys the panel I put together. It was supposed to be more people, but it did end up with just being 3 female horror writers. Because originally I had 1, 2, 3. I think it was 4 female horror writers and it was 2 male horror writers. Um, Not that I was intentionally or trying to look for particular gender or whatever, or sex based on that, but I was just it just happened that way because people I know. So, but I thought it was a nice mixture though. But unfortunately, everyone's schedule was so different. It's hard to get everybody together on a schedule, especially if they live in different countries and things. But it did end with 3 of us who are self-published indie horror authors. So the discussion was pretty good. We had some good discussions on the panel, so I'm sure people will enjoy that. Even if you are not a horror writer, you still could listen in and find out some interesting things about the industry for horror writers, as indie horror writers. And the ones on the panel is myself, Regina St. Clair from the Haunted Library, and Dahlia D. Winters. She writes horror and she also writes romance and other things as well. So it'll be an interesting panel, and I'll be taking questions after. Also, one of the items that I'm giving away, and Regina's giving away something too. I'll get with her on that, but I am giving away a mini guide with it. A mini guide for uh, just I guess outlining, writing a short horror. I have a little mini guide for that I'm giving away. Just a download link for that, and one of my short horror stories. So just something for you to get for coming to the panel and listening in. And if you have any questions during the while you watch the panel, I have a Q&A at the end of it because we all have required to have a Q&A. So if anyone have any questions at that point, that would be cool to ask. Got my latest upload completed for June 1st launch. Nice. Good job getting ahead. Yeah, hopefully people will be interested in it. I hope so. Rachel said, worked through 2 more chapters of revisions. That's great. Hey, lady. That is my mom there popping in. So, yeah. Still working on this stuff. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but I'm glad to be productive on these streams, even if it's not always writing. It is writing related though, believe that. So let me get the next sprint screen up here. I'm going to let's see which one should I go with this time. I picked the favorites last time. I usually try to end with a Caliostro one, so I'm gonna go with this one this time. Okay, with that. Alrighty, I'm going to switch over here, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Happy writing. And that's time. Just in time, too. Was it like 2 minutes before 8 my time? Nice. Good timing. I did manage to finish the graphic. I have to finish putting the email together so I can have it sent out in the morning. I still have some stuff I need to do after the stream. I have to schedule the live stream for AWC because I have to make a thumbnail for that. Um, which I did make the thumbnail partial, but I have to make the one with the AWC on it. Get that posted, send the link to AWC, which I'll also mail that in the morning. What else do I need to do tonight? Something else I need to do. I just want to make sure I got my AWC stuff done. I need to go to the website and check to make sure I'm signed up for uh, moderator stuff, so that they can know to contact me when the moderators sign up is ready to go, for as like assigning to what channels and things. So I just want to make sure I get all that stuff done. I had work to do today, and then I had waiting for a client to pay, but they're older, so they kind of like messed up on paying on PayPal. Because I really prefer if people don't pay me on PayPal, especially with my current business, and like they prefer Venmo if they're going to use Venmo, if they're not going to pay in check or some other electronic payment. But like PayPal is such a pain because they have all these fees that you have to include in the price, which I always do if the people have to pay PayPal. But this is an older couple and they messed up on the email, so it got sent wrong, and then they had to cancel that and then send it to the right email. Yeah, that type of thing. But anyway, that's one thing I have to know. That's why I was a little late actually getting on here because I was still dealing with that, trying to get them corrected. So, anyways, one thing this and one thing that when you run a business. Nonetheless, thanks everyone who popped in here tonight to write with me, to hang, and all that jazz. I really appreciate it. As you know, I'll be here again on Sunday. I'm here every Sunday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Direct Time until 8 p.m. Eastern Direct Time. So we get about 2 hours of sprinting, which usually is 30-minute sprints here and a little chatting in between. So hopefully you got something done if you were working or just hanging. That's always good to clear your mind and hang out a little bit online. And I will see you all again on Sunday if you happen to pop in. Also, my excuse me, my book review for this month will be up on Sunday, like my usual Sunday video. So keep a lookout for that. I've been reading some some romance, so I'll be doing a romance review for some short stuff. It's not long stuff because I'm still reading my long form stuff. Excuse me. I'm reading some S.T. Houston's books, and she writes epic, so it'll take me a little minute. But that's big books that I'm working on currently. And Jocelyn is back just in time for us to say goodnight. Thanks, Jocelyn, for being here. And thank everyone else who was here as well tonight and is still here. And I will see you all on Sunday again. Thanks. And as I must always say, stay scared.